Nonton Shanghai. Awan nabi.
Nggak tahu.
Awan.
Awan, iya. SQUAD pesel. Hapus. Oh ini tai. Kiper membangun start.
Rebutan. Kok dipaksa adeknya sih? Siapa yang nakal kakak? Ani mana sih? Ini rebutan. Ya udah adeknya minjem. Minjemin adeknya. Puyeng orang sih Galvina sih dadi Maeloni.
Mungkin atau mungkin sudah terbiasa dan
Tapi si gede nakal loh, ora iso ngomong.
Nah, iso sekile. Mungkin ini bocah ngono masih perlu kasih sayang nggih meneh. Wis ngono jedule malah double. Ya wis.
Nah, jedot-jedotan no.
Biarin.
Ya, berantem ayo. Kakeknya ngeliatin, pusing kali. Ngeliatin doang.
Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters.
Gambar paling ngaceng.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Al Nassr have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Van Basten.
Waduh.
He's made sure that's not getting through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. It's played through for him.
Lolos.
Just the goalkeeper's goal!
Anjir.
Marvelous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely
Malah kayak
the
ngeling
reason we just seen.
bangke,
They have a habit of
bangke.
making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for
Nami
more.
anjing yang ini.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of
Oh,
forward pass
gitu
he's been
caranya
looking
dia.
for. Very
Oke.
telling.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And this is Van Basten.
Anjir.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Messi, he is through here. Dunk, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, he's found support out wide. Goes for a shot! square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
After 16 minutes.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
A drill. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Eder Militao. Raul. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Beckham.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Floated through.
Yo,
He's had a fair
woi,
tumble under
mati
that
kau,
challenge.
merah.
Looks a
Aku
foul.
ya mati, Cok.
Referee's given it. Well, he stayed down.
Aduh, kuning ya ora.
Obvious discomfort here.
Well, you can blame some
Cicak wasit
suspect
ya.
defensive positioning for that set of circumstances. And
Tenang
they were
kak,
just
kita
left with no
balas
choice.
kak. Bajingan.
He'll fancy himself from here.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Beckham!
Oh, Beckham.
David Beckham! Another picture postcard goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They've done it!
Tolak,
It
ya.
was coming! They have their reward!
24 minutes.
Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Beckham. Ruben Dias, always a very imposing presence at the back. Now Costa Curta. Dunk. And it's Rijkaard. Rijkaard. Pressing high and with purpose. Ruben Dias.
Wah, aneh.
Dunk. Now Costa Curta. Rijkaard. And it's Beckham. Bernardo Silva does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Now Ruben Dias. Belletti. It's a searching pass. Played through for the wide man. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Beckham.
Nggak dapet, Cok.
Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. For Messi.
Enak-enakan.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Aduh.
Van der Ven does well to get it back. Batistuta couldn't quite force his way through this
Wah,
time,
iya. Enak-enakan kau.
but... And it's come back out to him.
Aduh,
He
bangke.
scores! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Kuna mikire.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
2 added minutes has been
Quite a
indicated.
thriller this one's become.
This is exactly...
Astagfirullahaladzim. Merah. Bangke.
No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card, and he walks. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Al Nassr are down to 10 men.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of...
Bangke, nggak gerak kipernya.
That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
This possibly the last play of the half. Up he goes!
Yalah. Cilik.
The first half is done. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2.
Kampret juga. Seperti pernah
Please make
TV.
sure to watch the screen for an information bulletin from the regional police department.
And that's the second half started. Beckham. And he's been shifted off it.
Yes. Biar ya.
It's a free kick.
Biar.
And he is going into that little black book. Anguissa. Batistuta. Batistuta goes steaming forward. Batistuta. He might be in here, and the shot!
Oh,
It's
bangke,
released.
bangke.
Who's going to get there? Corner given. This is their second corner of the game. Batistuta!
One kok.
Oh, he's got that completely wrong. They're back on the ball again. Oh, that's a key interception. Rijkaard.
Wah, iya loh.
Kupchu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's Messi. Van Nistelrooy. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nedved. Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. Rijkaard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Bangke.
Al-Nassr can breathe
Berat
again.
banget.
Just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Kupchu gets a foot in here. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Oh, it's Batistuta. Pressure coming in from all directions.
Alah.
Van Nistelrooy was only too happy to
Sap.
help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And he has showed him a yellow card. Batistuta. Rijkaard.
Najis mereka tuh mana? Masuk lan.
Anguissa. Van de Ven. And the keeper's got it again. And it's Kupchu. To Messi. Van de Ven. And it's Van Nistelrooy.
Apa sih lemot banget ini?
Van Nistelrooy. and claimed it back
Wah, kagak enak
swiftly.
banget gameplaynya.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. This is Batistuta.
Bangsat! Bangsat! Tackle,
Just to say, that
tackle,
was an
anjing!
exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Masuk!
He's picked his way through. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there.
Di mana saya ngeri tenan, cok?
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
It's Kukchu. Monquisa. Played out wide. Marquinhos.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which...
And the finish! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Raul has delivered a really costly miss.
Nggak boleh
It could have been
nggak
their
boleh
last chance to
nggak boleh
win.
nggak boleh kurang ajar.
Coming on the field is number 13, Rafinha.
Nggak boleh didiemin, ayo.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. And that's asking too much of anyone and everyone. Van Basten might just make this. Van Basten, he's away! Looking for the run, and he takes a shot!
Ayo.
And yes, it's there! Into the lead once more. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Substitution.
Bale. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And here's Van Nistelrooy.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Cek. Cek matanya.
Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Donnarumma will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Bale. And he's forced to go back. To get a throw in. And he's managed to gift it back. And here's Van Nistelrooy. That has been cut short. So what can they make of this?
Minutes has been indicated.
Pass is just off target. Fernandez. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Foul main tacklingan, Cuk.
He knew what was
Orang
coming.
main tackling
That's
udah
the yellow card.
tackling.
Well, what goes through a player's head
Okay.
at times like that is a mystery to me.
Rafinha. Well, that is one way to stop him. Bale. Can he get it through? Dink through.
Batistuta.
Chance for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Awal main tackling aja, ket mau bangsat.
It's starting to look like... And that is as far as it goes. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very...
Jelly ini didapat anjir. Konate, ini ngeri. Hokinya gila-gilaan nih orang.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. And as you can see, we've already started here. What do you think about the formation here, Jim?
Well, I always feel, Peter, that central midfield is a big area of responsibility in this system.
It's not as easy for the front three to get behind the ball quickly if one of the wing-backs is pushed on. Then the boys in the engine room have serious cover to provide. So a lot of hard work has to go into this, and at times you can get stretched. But, boy, it can work at one end.
Chiellini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Gitu ya.
Well, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's in a great position here. And a chance! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Bengong, pesawat. Pemainin sinyal turun. Sawan. Baru gol 1.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Gently done. And here's Wirtz. It's Batistuta. And it's Nedved. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Hazard gets a foot in here.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Nicely intercepted. Rijkaard. And here's Batistuta.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Nicely shaped ball. Can he latch on to this? And that is as far as they're going to go.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Rijkaard. And it's Beckham. Probing pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Nedved. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now, can they get it back? Beckham. And here's Batistuta. Real chance! Really well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this.
And the shot! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
A case now of complete control.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And it's Bernardo Silva closing in on goal. Shot at goal! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Lewandowski is flagged offside. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. That's a cute ball. Let's cut it out. That pass isn't the best. And he's in on goal. Bernardo Silva ploughing through the middle. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Hazard.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Beckham. Played into space. He's just misjudged that one. Fernandez. Vids. Van Nistelrooy. And we've reached half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Now, can they get him away? Striker. Nicely aimed pass. That's very neat. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Short changes him with that pass.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Beli itu Pepes.
Passing nice and neat. Messi. Keeper always had the better of that.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Neatly clipped into space. Takes a shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. It's Nedved. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Beckham.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, this looks sharp. Bernardo Silva. And he's being shifted off it. Bernardo Silva unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Engages and forces him off the ball. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Konate defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Van Nistelrooy. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Tries to play it through. That has been cut short. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Defending was strong and firm. Fernandez. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Beckham. Nedved. Ball played for Rijkaard. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Jordan Henderson. That was good alertness. And here's Van Basten.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
The most accurate pass. Lofted in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Aduh. Apa? Masuk. Terus kita main blit. SS. Nah, oke.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Driving forward. Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Ah, such a clever touch.
Salah.
He's had it nicked away.
Berat sih beloknya.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Batistuta. He is just caressing the ball. There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Batistuta. Bale. It's
No.
Bale! Brilliant save from Donnarumma. And we have our very first corner. Bale plays it short.
Wait.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Bola sip
And Nistelrooy is fouled. And no surprise, that's a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Now there's a fine ball. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Looking for a runner. This is Batistuta. Batistuta!
Mongko gue link up ngono.
And he is just ripping it up.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Lewandowski delivers. And we're done. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance.
Ini tinggal 5 atau 2 atau Bersih. Paling serik nganggo tim Indonesia gue. Masalahnya gue nasionalisme. Nggak enak ngalahin. Negara sendiri kalahin. Ganti bajunya ini biar nggak kelihatan Indonesia. transferin. Ini mah udah main pitchpulling aja ya dari awal ya. Oke lah. Kita ngeblit ya ini dulu dah. Ngeblit kita ngeblit. Kita ngeblit. Kipernya OTW. Kiper KTP gitu, nah rumah kayak Portoa, gak jelas gameplaynya kadang OP banget.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter. But with Roberto Carlos...
Boleh lah.
Exactly,
boleh.
Up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks.
Boleh lah.
Tries a measured ball.
Tidak bisa.
And the counter is on.
Anjing di marking. Konversen gua.
Roberto Carlos.
Carlos.
Plays one through. Seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Bale.
So plak lo Bale depannya.
Bernardo Silva. Passing is crisp and sharp, and it's played forward. Costa Curta cuts it out. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rijkaard.
Rijkaard emang nyiksa orang mulu anjing.
Reach that one. And that is as far as they're going to go. Bale has given away a free kick. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Son Heung-min picks it up out wide. Rijkaard.
Bale.
To the right.
Bale.
He is through here, and the shots.
Goblok, nggak keluar lagi.
That was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. It's a good spell of possession, this. He's in plenty of space here. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
And it's Bellingham. Well, played right into his path. He's shifting through the gears here. Ruben Diaz clears it away. Rijkaard. Beckham. Rodri does really well to win the ball there.
Anjing.
Van Nistelrooy.
Dia kagak ditangkap. Kadang kayak
Beckham.
langsung aja.
Space here.
Bangke lu.
Floated through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, it's clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Rijkaard. Beckham powering forward here. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Van Basten. Great ball, and he's in here.
Sumpah berat gameplaynya, bangke.
He came in hard, very hard. Looking for options for movement. Yamal.
Set. Anjing. Mau lihat klip. Masuk nih.
Chance for a shot.
Kan lu anjing.
Rijkaard. Nicely shaped ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Roberto Carlos. Son Heung-min. Rijkaard. And it's Beckham. We expected better, and so did he. Roberto Carlos. Now, can they get him away? Bale. Foot in.
Oh bangke.
Van Nistelrooy. Either side giving way. It has been
Ya Allah, ada-ada aja
danger
gitu.
here. Dunk gets rid without sophistication.
Halo, manjang.
Tries to play it through. Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
That's just playing it safe.
Sumpah berat banget
Simple.
bangke. Player Indonesia begini nih. Deket banget gua. Sinyal tadi 5. Rasanya udah kayak keong. Gendut, cok.
That looks a decent ball. Tries to pass it through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That's tidy. Still up well to him there. There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Searching passes played there. Spread neatly. Bernardo Silva to Beckham. Gets a good foot in there. Probing pass. Well played.
Najis.
Half-time here.
Emotnya.
Well, it was a
Budak
half
banget makanya
could
kalau
haves and
ketemu
should haves, but as the whistle
Squad,
blows, we
squadnya
remain where we started.
pakai
Plenty
Indonesia.
for both managers to mull over here. So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. There's the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter,
Nggak
neither
ada script
manager
sama
could
sekali
be
ya.
too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Gue emang lambung script.
Rijkaard. Lovely feet. The pressing's
Anjing lu
intense.
gak kuat,
And it's
tolong
paid off.
matanya.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, quality. Oh,
Oh, script dah. Males gua.
Rijkaard. Beckham.
No.
For a run-up. This is Batistu.
Dar, anjir.
Bounce back off the post.
Bangke.
Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And he's lost shoot.
Lagi, anjing kiper PLTW, cowok.
Second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner.
Ya langsung ditendang
Well,
asik,
he
ngapa
wasn't
ditahan
able to
sih?
take any risks.
Aku heran gameplay ini. Ya.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's fabulous. Now this could be a chance. Oh, shooting chance!
Kan tai emang
It's in! And
dikontol.
finally he has
Udah anjing.
life into the game. A momentary lapse,
Cepat lu,
mercilessly
anjing.
exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there. But you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So we have the first goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different
Apa
game
sih?
on our hands now, Peter.
Lemot banget.
Roberto Carlos.
Wah, malah gedek banget gitu.
That's a
Wah,
foul. Free kick's
anjing.
been given. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the series.